Hello everyone. A little sudden, I know, but we're gonna stream some we're gonna stream some video trailers today. Games. Can Xbox revive themselves? Probably not, but hey, I'm rooting for them. Just quickly change a few things on the stream title. Could have done this beforehand, but I just now actually woke up. So Dartigan's a little sleepy. There we go, all done. Alright, good. Everything's in place. Let me quickly let everyone on the Discord know if they want to come watch. I'm gonna guess most people that normally watch are at work or at school right now. Well, not at school, but work maybe. But hey, maybe some people will show up and we'll watch it together. Feels really weird streaming at this point in time in the day. I'm used to my later night streams. But yeah, here's to you, chat. In fact, I get the feeling it'll be a very lonely stream. It's because no one's used to me streaming it, doing a stream at 12 p.m. Well, 11 p.m. I suppose. Even I'm not. I'm like kind of still rubbing the sleep out of my eyes. It'd be interesting. Let's hope it's at least interesting. They need interesting. Interesting would be good. At this point, Microsoft is so far behind on the everything. It's like do something, perform a miracle, pray to every god. Just want to see Halo. Well, we've been promised that. Hello, everyone. Good morning, by the way. I probably sound really sleepy because I just woke up like 10 minutes ago. Did you guys rather watch the YouTube version of this or the Xbox version? I mean, the Twitch version. I have both open just in case one freezes. We'll keep the YouTube one open for now, though. What happened today for us Europeans to revive this miracle? Just keep your fingers crossed that they have some good games. That's really all it needs. I'm gonna guess we'll see Halo, possibly Psychonauts 2, finally some more of that, and then maybe Hellblade, maybe the actual gameplay of that. Yeah, I think they learned the lesson the last time they did this when they didn't show any gameplay. Let's go switch to full screen. Hopefully you guys can hear all this properly. I saw an extra dread this morning. That's called waking up 10 minutes ago. I got a lot of gravel in the throat. Normally I'd be out jogging right now, and that would help wake me up. But no, decided to do a stream of an Xbox game show. Don't worry, I'll get there. Sounds sick. No, it's called, like I said, it's called waking up early. Well, not early. It's just not doing my normal routine. I don't normally stream in the morning. What hour is it for me? It's 11. It's almost 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. Here we go, chat. Let's prepare to be disappointed, but let's hope for something nice. Don't expect a lot of funny from me, but I'll try. Very summer colors. Hey, Sly, how you doing?
Hello, everybody.
Jeff is everywhere these days.
Welcome to this special Xbox game showcase and our pre-show here, leading up to the big main showcase that happens in
This is the pre-show, yeah, but I need to get warmed up anyways.
Welcome to YouTube Gaming and our exclusive coverage.
I'm like very sleepy still.
Is, a different year for all of us.
Usually the pre-show is pretty forgettable.
I love getting together with
but that's why they brought Jeff here.
Events,
Jeff is our opening
course,
act.
Given where the world's at, we're doing things virtually.
Jeff is aging rapidly. He's like only like 40, I think, or something, isn't he?
Still happening around the
He still looks good to me.
COVID pandemic. And
if he put some hair dye in there, you wouldn't even know.
Safe and feeling okay today, and excited.
He has
about
that gamer
games,
face,
which,
chat. They never age.
A source of comfort for many
if they take care of themselves.
2020. So today is really about celebrating games and the future of games.
Then
and where
again, maybe
games
all
are
those
going,
documentaries and
in the
game show,
future. You know, this is
or award
still
shows he's done is
a
taking a
big
toll.
year for games, and that new consoles are launching. And today is all about Xbox and
Do you
the
think they'll give us a
Xbox
price today,
Series
chat?
X, which is
Finally,
coming
they'll
out this
finally just
holiday
stop beating
season.
around the bush like
Although
this is how
today
much
is
it's going to
less about
cost.
hardware and is going to be more about
I mean, how much longer can they delay announcing the price?
We've got a lot of great guests joining us.
What do you think is the problem with the Microsoft and their naming scheme? I don't really care about their names.
Premieres and some
I mean, I guess it's better than just calling it
as well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is kind of unoriginal, but it's what Sony does. I guess I just want to do something new every time. I'm fine with that.
Series X hardware on stage. I certainly miss
nothing about the console. You know, they're just trying their best to bait Sony's price out first, I guess.
Last year, that was such a special moment that
like I said, Chad, you will go there on launch day of the console not knowing how much it costs. You will be expected to barter with it before you're like, what do you give me for it? A necklace you're wearing looks pretty nice.
Is all about a
so you can go back to olden times.
Sort of mentioned in that
trade
teaser,
economy.
Halo Infinite. We are going to get a
for the first time you could say good night.
The gameplay of the campaign of Halo Infinite.
It is kind of weird, isn't it, I guy?
Xbox Game Showcase. That's something that we're all
normally you'd be the one sounding all gravelly as you wake up to watch a stream.
A lot over the next hour. And Xbox has already
said I sound adorable when I'm sleepy. Oh, thank you. Most men do. I don't
know
why that is, but women just love that crap. They love that gravelly, like drowsy voice. Basically, that tells me women like drugged men.
On their first-party studios, meaning games that are coming exclusively.
Or men who are easy to manipulate and convince into doing things, or easy to push around.
And even
so I am very pushable right now.
There's a lot to talk about, kind of what Xbox is doing with gaming and their approach. So we've got some world premieres for you, and we've got a lot of guests. So let's get ready for the countdown here. 58 minutes away from the show.
We got another hour. That gives me enough time to get woken up.
World premiere, though,
so we'll let Jeff lure us into a state of sublime expectations. 500 bits from Solus. Really? What's the occasion? The price won't be announced until 3 months after you've purchased. Let me turn the volume of the pre-show down a little bit. I don't think anyone really wants to listen to Jacksepticeye and Jeff Keighley or talk right now. We'll just put that as background noise. What's up? How's my morning? Like I said, I just woke up a short while ago. Now I'm just, currently in the process of watching the pre-show and chatting with you fine folks to get y'all, in a conscious state. Yeah, you want to get a YouTuber, and especially a popular one these days. We're the new future of entertainment, chat. Us. Not the movies, not Hollywood, not Netflix. Us YouTubers and Twitch streamers, apparently.
They wanted to see Halo. They're going to deliver that today. What are your expectations as fans of games?
What's the time over here for me? It is now a little past 11 a.m.
Well, I mean, the big elephant in the room.
I like to get a lot of sleep, usually about 8 hours or so. So I tend to sleep in a little bit late these days.
But even this one has kind of gotten me intrigued and excited. So
let me know if you guys actually want to listen to more of this pre-show, and I'll turn the volume up a little bit. But I think it's better as background noise. I'm pretty entertaining. Well, as long as I got the partially there. You at 17:00. So 3 o'clock. Or 3, I guess. I'm not sure. No, 5, I guess. If you're going by military time. Hope they announced the PC2. Voice guy. Who the hell is voice guy? Elden Ring. That's the one I keep hearing pop up. Military time. I don't know. You gotta remember, I'm barely conscious. I saw 17 o'clock, and I'm like, wait a minute. There's only 12 numbers in the clock face. What? So I thought you were going with military time. Are you trying to hurt my brain right now? Just cheered to say good morning, and I love you. Love you back, Ninja. Thank you for the 25 bits. Finished watching yesterday's stream exactly in the final fight against Uncle. You bring dishonor. I am full of dishonor. I'm not even drinking tea right now. That's probably dishonorable. Thinking of that, I should probably brew up a cup. That might help with my grogginess. Get some coffee. Yeah, I don't drink coffee.
Looked really interesting. I agree. Hopefully we'll get to see something on that. Tim Schafer's got Psychonauts, that they acquired that studio. Hopefully,
Do you think we'll see anything from Bethesda today, chat?
so many studios, so many games.
That'd be a big upset if they like showed off a new Elder Scrolls game today. A huge surprise.
Austin, you are one of the.
I mean, I know they said that was still years away, but hey, it'd be funny. Have you Psychonauts too? Well, they've. I don't think even the developer knows when that's getting released. It's Tim Schafer. Tim has never delivered a game on time.
So, I mean, I love the nerdy.
It's kind of like one of the reasons he's had such a hard time ever since he struck out on his own. He just can't deliver when he says he's going to deliver.
I'm really interested in seeing kind of like.
I think they might tease the next Fable. That would be interesting. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't want to continue that. Everyone seemed to like it, even when it was being made by Peter Molyneux.
Especially considering that that's going to be a game that will be on.
And now we actually have the technology where the actual the original Fable, as it was described, could probably be made.
Definitely a huge fan of the Forza franchise, right? I mean, that's sort of been really. You look back at the Xbox One generation for me.
No, we'll get new DLC for Fallout, chat. Fallout 76.
As well as the Horizon games.
Todd Howard will be here.
Anything else, right? So that's definitely has like a special place.
What about Dying Light 2? That's one that's possible, since we don't really have a new release date for that one yet.
Good look at kind of what this new slate of titles look like.
But I don't think that game's going to be out this year.
Bunch of games that are
Neptune, welcome, man.
season. I'm assuming we're probably going to see some games kind of teased for the next maybe year or two or whatever the case.
Are they like just setting their own show up to fail? Like, we don't know what's going to happen today, folks. We might just see some shit.
Try a couple of tech demos. I know the specs. I know all the kind of the basic stuff. But what I really want to do is kind of see how all of that.
So weird hearing you like this, Dead Inside, more than usual. This is more of my original self. Do I really sound that different? I thought I sounded kind of the same. But who knows? Early morning Dartigan is a different beast than late night Dartigan.
Xbox that Phil Spencer has expressed is a little bit different than PlayStation. They're saying that all.
But then again, all of you sound probably different in the early morning.
Work on your current Xbox. Will work on PC, and they might they work.
I sound extra. This is when I record my video dialogue, by the way. Early morning, so I had that extra dead feeling sound to it.
What you're going to do with Xbox, like what's going to cause you to want to upgrade to the next system, because it's different. That Halo, as you said, will work probably on if you have
Early morning, it's like 10 o'clock. Well, I just woke up like 20 minutes ago.
we have to show today is why it's going to be even better on the next one.
Sound like me, but roofied.
Definitely what I expect.
I'm you, but drugged.
I think for me, what I like most about the Xbox.
Can you turn up the volume on the showcase just a tad? Just a little bit, yeah. You gotta hear that Jacksepticeye, don't you? It is a smooth voice, I'll give you that. Is that good?
But I love the kind of.
You'd rather hear the Dartigan cheer? I'll get there. We got an hour. I'll be woken up by then.
The speed of the system and kind of sitting down. I use it.
This is my drink after Bill Cosby voice. You're right.
Gaming, but I really use my Xbox.
Don't know why he'd be drugging me though. I'm not female.
I watch movies and I play my 4K Blu-rays and everything on it because.
Yeah, I'll give it to Bill Cosby. In this case, he's still alive, even in prison. I figured he would be like the kind that'd like die after the first year. It's a morbid thing to think about, but early morning thoughts can sometimes be morbid and be allowed to.
Between games on the fly and being able to have all of those old games be playable on the new one. They keep talking about backwards compatibility.
Drink after Kevin Spacey voice. Have you seen some of the YouTube videos Kevin Spacey's made ever since his career went to the dregs? I guess is the word I don't know how to say. He does some weird stuff these days.
And I just go on, and I don't want to buy a new game, but
that line I used at the end of the Call of Duty video is actually from one of those YouTube videos.
Straight away, and I really love that aspect. So I want to see how far they push that. And XCloud, I think, is what their trump card will be this time, at least for me.
What are your thoughts on the Resident Evil Village announcement? I mean, it's just a pretty trailer right now. They need to get the frame rate under control because that was some garbage on it. But it's still early, so I imagine they will. It looks kind of like they're going in the direction that Resident Evil 4 went in, so that could be a good thing. But I hope they're not just retreading ground, because that's what worked the last time. Hopefully they have a really good reason for wanting to do that, besides just like, hey, let's do that again. What games do I think are coming for the Xbox? Well, we already know some of them. Halo, Hellblade 2, Psychonauts 2, and a couple others they showed off last time. But hard to say what new stuff they'll show. I wouldn't mind seeing a new Fable, but they bought a lot of studios, so it's really hard to say what will be coming, because a lot of them don't really. A lot of the studios they bought don't have like huge series already attached to it. So I think you'll be getting a lot of newer IP.
it is equivalent to a very
Or hopefully.
high-end
They need a lot of newer IP.
That's not something we've seen in the console space for a
You can't
long
just
time.
compete with Gears of War and
Xbox
Halo.
One, it had good graphics, right? It was able to provide some really impressive games. You look at something like Red Dead 2.
Which game would be a surprise? The new From Software game would be a good surprise. A lot of people are asking for that.
With the Series X, we have not only the
Let me make a cup of tea real quick, chat. I need some, some streamer energy if I'm going to get through this.
Second load times. But also you have that really powerful CPU, which is going to enable these bigger open worlds, sort of more interesting looking physics. And then you have on the graphics side, not only sort of more detailed things, and I think the higher frame rates are something that, especially as more and more TVs are developing that sort of tech, that people are going to really start to appreciate. But also these new features like ray tracing, right? Which are just going to help ground these worlds in a much more sort of realistic sort of location. Like, I guess for me, it's more about making the console a much more complete package, right? You're not sort of sacrificing because you're playing on your PC versus your Xbox or anything. Like, you're going to be getting a very similar level of performance. And in a lot of cases, something like the Series X is going to be significantly more powerful than any other gaming device in your home.
Yep. All right. Well, hopefully we're going to get to see some of that. Lauren, you get the last word here. Anything you're hoping is a surprise today? You talked about some of the games we know about, like the Medium and Everwild. Anything that you're secretly hoping they show here in some way?
I was looking yesterday to see if there was anything I could think of that like they could surprise me with. I've personally been more of like PC gamer, PlayStation. So if they can surprise me and pull me in with more like Xbox exclusives, I mean, Game Pass has been a game changer for me. I've been using that a lot lately. So just like bringing me into that ecosystem, if they can do that, like then they've surprised me. So
no, and that's part of what they're trying to do here is you said, you can play all this stuff on your PC, you can play, on your phone via xCloud, and like, bringing more games to more people. So as you said, hopefully we'll see a bunch of games today, right? And we know Halo is going to be a big focus, but obviously they've got a lot of other things to fill out that hour. All right. Well, thanks, Lauren, Austin, and Jack. We will see you guys later. We'll all be watching live. And we do have some special world premieres throughout this show. We've got a number. I think we've got over, a half dozen things we're going to show you guys over the next 45 minutes here to give you a little preview of some stuff that will be coming to Xbox. And we're going to start right now with this world premiere announcement. Check it out.
World premiere.
Oh, did I get back? Oh, no. Dragon Quest. Oh, I'm back now. Sorry for that. I had to go. I needed some liquid. Are they releasing Dragon Quest on Xbox? Is that what they're telling me? For some reason, I was telling myself that it had already been released on Xbox, but no, it was Switch and PC. And PlayStation. I don't want to say anything, but that's a frumpy looking dude. I guess that's combing the hair down over the forehead kind of look. It just never looks good. Man, I know you gotta hide that hairline somehow, but I don't know. When you try to hide it, it just makes it more obvious. Yeah. Looks good on anime and video game boys. Yeah, not so much in real life. I say as my hair is right now covering my forehead, but I actually have the hairline that allows it to work, I suppose, since I haven't lost any of it. And I got a lot of volume there. So I just end up looking like a South Korean boy band member haircut. Vandalism. Fuck that pot. And that Minecraft monster. I know literally nothing about Dragon Quest. Only time I've ever seen it played is when my older brother played the original, like one of the original ones on NES. No hair, no problem. Saying if you're losing it, it's probably usually best to like just go bald, be confident. Most of the guys I know who started losing the hair and just shaved it all off, kept their confidence, while the ones who kept trying to hide it usually just got really obsessed over it. and just basically lost their mind in a small way. Which system do am I particular about? Is it what you're asking? I prefer playing on PC, but I don't really, and I've kind of preferred my PlayStation 4 to other consoles since it's actually given me more stuff to play. But Xbox was a big flop this generation, so I'm hoping this one can be better. But my preference is always PC. Me nitpicking the hair makes you feel like this is everything wrong with Xbox. Well, it kind of is.
Xbox, and now we're gonna get right into another world premiere. This is a brand new game announcement.
New games,
smaller
chat.
Team and studio that has a new title to announce today on the pre-show. So take a look at this.
Did they show any games away while I was making tea, by the way? Let me turn this up. This looks like Ark, only with guns. Hold on a second, let me like... This is probably looking really blurry because my monitor is set to 3K, and we're viewing it all at 1080p. Hold on a second. Sorry, I know you're missing whatever this epic looking game is. Should make things look a bit more crisp once I get it fixed.
All right, that's Exomecha, a brand new.
Or is that worse? I can't really
game,
tell.
Coming in late 2021, and that's a first look at that. We do have more new games and some cool stuff. We've got
Show me new games, Greg. New games.
The pre-show is our last premiere.
And you bet 69 bucks that this ran on Unreal Engine. It looked like a very first. It looked like a student project made in Unreal Engine 4, actually.
Microsoft, including the World Game.
Well, little of it I show while I was dicking around my settings.
Infinite. Right now, though, we're going to turn to our second panel.
Oh, hello. Also, good morning, Rune. Good to see you here in the chat.
And dreams for Xbox today. Joining me first off is Aaron Hansen from the Game Grumps. Aaron, you ready for Blanks?
Oh, Game Grumps.
Oh, dude, you're way ahead of me, brother. I was.
These pre-shows get better and better, don't they?
You just brought the heat, man.
When you go to see the revival of the Xbox brand, you expect the Game Grumps.
Right. Good to have you with us, Aaron. We've got Danny O'Donnell.
No disrespect to the Game Grumps, by the way. Just
Hey, how you doing?
kind of just a weird setup. I love how I keep saying new games, Xbox. No, they fucked up. Yeah, they need a lot of new blood. 5 p.m. here in Central Europe. Well, good evening then. You can hear the early morning in my voice.
It's all about the blinks.
Bring back the time sweeper, right? That's clearly the close
Well,
of the show.
they have been buying a lot of studios, so I'm expecting new IPs.
Pierce joining us. Hey, Alana.
If they not, I don't know what the rest of their plans are going to be.
Great. All right, you're all
Yeah, we think this Gears of War and Xbox enough.
Today, going to be hopefully some excitement for all of us with what Xbox has in store. So we joked about Blinks, but Xbox has a lot of franchises, a lot of.
How come I never get invited onto these pre-shows? I got the voice for it, I've been told.
I'm going to open with the same
Get me
question
on
as the
one.
last panel.
I'll make dick jokes.
What are your hopes?
They'll
What are your
like it.
expectations? What do you want to see from Xbox in this next hour that's going to, convince you?
Cyberpunk here.
They've got a lot of great stuff.
I think that's just like attention seeking
future
here.
of gaming.
If that's whoever we're talking about.
Aaron, let's take Blinks off the table. Beyond that, what else can they do for you today?
Was Aaron like broadcasting this from his grandpa's study? I mean, goddamn, man, you got a chandelier in the background.
I was not expecting something.
That's not a gamer room. That's a smoking room for your grandpa and his cognac.
That appealed to like my 80s, early 90s.
The DX Racer chair is so out of place in that room.
It's just big silver robots punching each other, and there's a robot.
It's like where the professor sits while he's reading his books on your physics.
Let's do it.
All right, so Exomecha clearly at the top of the pile. They've already won you over, Danny.
We expect gamer rooms with LED, like the one in the lower left.
When we can hear about them, hear their stories. No clip, you do some incredible.
No work today. We get a 4-day weekend. I'm mad about it. Wow. Well, I guess if you need the money, yeah, you need it. But most people are like, all right, 4 days without work.
Well, we've had Microsoft.
Maybe he smokes a pipe. Yeah, I could definitely see a pipe in his mouth right now.
And a lot of
That's what happens when you abandon the gamer lifestyle, chat.
Or working on smaller.
You gotta
games for them.
study.
So I think what I'm excited for today is for a bunch
More
of
LEDs
those
equals more
studios
skills
to
and
maybe
more
show
you know,
something
more
else. So one
respect.
studio we visited earlier
You
this
see,
year,
LEDs
was
for a
Studio,
gamer are like
working
all
on
those
a
little
brand
little
they've,
awards and
they've
badges you'll see on the
ironized
coat of a
Interim,
the breast pocket
or just
of
prior to
a
that. So,
general in
I'm
dress
interested to see if we'll
in his
see
dress
what everyone
clothes.
hopes, which
That's
is a
what
big
LEDs are for gamers.
budget
Like all those little
studio
multicolored badges that I don't know
that's
know
kind
what
of
they
on my
mean.
top list of things I'd like to see.
We
And
just
then the
got
other
you
one
more than
is
you have, the more
what's
impressive you
happened
are.
to Fable.
Think of it that way.
In the past couple of Lionhead isn't around anymore. There's a lot of rumor that Playground, who work on the Forza series, may have sort of taken up the mantle on that. It's
The
been
tea's
rumored that
helping.
they've been working on some
Hey, that's
sort
my
of open
microphone. Well,
world
that's the
game
very
as
same
well.
microphone
So
I use.
those are
Only
two
I
of
use
the
the much
two
bigger
that
foam
I'm
padding on the
looking
front.
to see. And just anything else from the rest of their acquisitions.
Let's do an experiment. Let me take the foam padding off my microphone and see how I sound.
Projects, but,
How do I sound now without the foam on the front of it, chat? Is it different? It should sound
No, I
a
think
lot different,
RPGs
actually.
is a great genre, right? Where it's like Xbox has done lots of action games, but doing RPG stuff, I think.
Sure,
is
yeah.
an
Everyone
opportunity
uses
for
these
them,
microphones.
to show some great
Just the
stuff,
same? Weird.
in the RPG,
There's probably a lot more
genre.
pop without it, though.
What's I know you've been fan of Gears. You've been fans of
Coming in
excited
more
about Cyberpunk
strongly.
That's coming out. That obviously will be on all systems, but on Xbox as well.
I'm wondering if my audio is going to
What do you
sound
wanna see
different with my
from
new
some
PC because it's
Xboxes
going to be
for-
using different, audio
Also
chips and
blinks. No,
stuff.
I'm kidding.
Should actually sound a little bit better since it's
Fable.
using
I
better
really
audio
wanna
chips,
see Fable,
actually.
like
But
Daddy
let's hope. You
said.
never can tell with the new
It's rumored
with
that Playground
motherboard
Games
audio
working on
chips.
it, and I buy that rumor.
But it should be
They
good.
hire A lot of people from a lot of studios known for
Say
making
words
really
with
big
lots of
games,
P's.
including
Yeah, you know what you're
Rockstar,
trying to get me to say.
And Gorilla. So I really, really, really want to see Fable. I love that.
Did you
world.
miss
I
it?
feel
No,
like
you're
something
actually
so
early. This is still the
pleasant
pre-show.
about a British RPG, like the
Maybe a
human
bit clear.
capturing
Yeah,
the
usually you
original
don't want
Fable
that
game.
without
I
the
just
pop
love
filter
so
though,
much,
since
and
you just get a lot of
obviously
plosive
the
sounds.
menu would no longer be attached, so that
Also
changes
exposes the
things,
some of the more
that's
sensitive
what I really,
electronics
really
inside the
want.
mic, like the ribbon and
Also
stuff.
really obviously excited to see more Halo. I'm very
You
curious
call
to
that
see if
cyberpunk hair?
the
That is not
Perfect Dark
cyberpunk
ring
hair,
is called
chat. That is
because I also
Instagram
love
hair.
Perfect Dark. But to get away from games hype, I really want to know more about xCloud. I'm kind of hoping that we
Cyberpunk hair would have it shaved on one side very close and
and
styled on the left side. Usually a couple different dye colors in there. Maybe some LED lights in the strung up in the hair as well.
Story there around what's happening with Xbox Live, with Game Pass, this idea of having the
Sorry, I just can't get over that non-gamer room. This is a gamer show.
Time and again, it seems like part of Microsoft's approach is very Netflix-like, in that you're going to sort of get all these.
It looks like
games,
live
all this
action
content,
also.
and that'll mean big games, but also potentially smaller. games
Cyberpunk
that people
chair?
are more
Oh,
likely
the
to
chair.
sample,
Oh, chair, not hair.
which I
Oh,
think
I
is,
kept
a
missing the
huge
C in
opportunity
it.
to see a diversity of content.
Or reading it
there'll
as
be
hair.
some
I'm
stuff for the
sleepy. It's my
super
excuse.
gamers, but maybe some stuff that's a little broader in its appeal too. Let's talk about Halo. They've done a very good job over the past week hyping everyone up around.
Have they?
Master Chief's return. Seems like
Have they been hyping everyone up around
reboot in a
Halo?
way of Halo. I mean, we saw the
I must have missed that.
box art yesterday, which was like very reminiscent of the.
Oh yeah, they did show the box art, I guess. It's like, hey, look, you remember the first game you liked? Here's that again.
We saw, I think it was last year at E3, we saw kind of we've actually the past two E3s, we saw kind of teaser assets for Infinite. Originally, we saw kind of the engine, and then last year.
I'm expecting the new Halo to be somewhat of an open world game where you'll get to explore a lot more of the Halo ring. Instead of just like tiny levels.
What are your hopes?
That's my
what does
bet.
Halo have to do?
They need something new,
obviously,
and Halo's gotten a
legendary
bit stale.
franchise. I think there's a big opportunity here for them, but it's a very competitive with first-person action games right now.
Is that a cut?
What do you want to see
in
the new
Jeff
Halo?
Keighley? I thought
What
this
will
was
convince
live.
you that,
It looked like an
Halo's
edit.
back on top?
More Chief, less Lock.
Fake, chat. Fake, not live.
I think we'll get that.
I think so too. I feel like
Either
that's-
that or it's
that's
just
something that they've
the
really
stream
focused on. I know
lagging
that
out.
They got a lot of criticism for the story, and I'm actually, from what I've heard,
You're so hyped for the Halo, you'll buy a PS5. You
You
know, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft was trying to start releasing their games on PS4 as well.
I think
it was just lag. It might have been. But then again, I think this probably is pre-recorded.
But I would also, same token, like a story like an ODST. I really liked the way that.
I doubt all these people got up and are doing this live in case of mistakes, or is, a flooper, a floob. What am I trying to say? A mistake? Something you have to bleep out.
But with the lore and the nerdiness of probably a Halo 2, just as long
I just
as
made up a
Chief's with me
word,
the whole
floober.
way, I'm gonna be good.
A word you can't say on live
Yes, like you
streams.
said, a focus on Master Chief in terms of the style of gameplay. Danny, we see
Blooper, yeah, I meant to say blooper, but I put a
different
foo in there.
with co-op, with other sort of aspects to it. the sandbox style of Halo.
Maybe
is
it's
something
green
that I think
screen.
that
It's all
really
studio.
help
Well, obviously the
certain
one on the
shows
bottom,
on,
right, is green
the gameplay.
screen, unless you think she's actually streaming from a Halo ring.
Or what do you when you see this demo or gameplay footage, what are you going to be
How
looking
old is
for
Master
that's
Chief
gonna
now?
cue to you like Halo's back?
You mean canonically?
That's the big sort of
Probably in his
question on
40s or
this.
something.
When we first saw Infinite, it was around.
But he's also a
the time when
genetic
big
super
sort of
soldier, so
shift
aging
into
might not
games
mean
as
the
a
same
service
thing to
was
him.
happening, where games like The Division
And it's like 500 years in the
Destiny is
future.
obviously the sort of most obvious one. We're turning into these platforms that we're getting catered to and new content over and over and over again. And obviously, the word
I can hear my
Infinite
stomach
sort of
growling for
implies
breakfast right now.
Something along those lines.
Gotta eat in like 30
So I'm really
minutes, but
interested
no,
to
I'm gonna have to
see,
wait a little bit
you
longer
know,
stomach.
Halo, when it first came
Stick with
around,
me.
and then when it had its sort of like soft reboot. In a
Who's
way
my
with
favorite
Halo 3,
game
its sort of
character?
reemergence.
Do I need
feel
to have
like
one?
it was
I
very
don't think I
much
have one.
a game that was pushing both single player.
No,
and
actually, no,
multiplayer,
I'm gonna
and
get a
also just
banana
the
before this
interface
show
to
kicks
different
off.
types of modes and
Banana
stuff. So
time,
it's always
chat.
been on this sort of bleeding edge of like gameplay design. And the other side of it that I'm really interested in is just how the Slipspace engine works, because they've had access to the hardware, or they've known what the hardware was going to be like longer than anyone. So
Oh,
really,
sweet.
you know,
These bananas are at perfect
Forces is
eating
the
time. They're right before they start getting all squishy and mushy.
I think in the same
You know,
way,
right when they're at their ripest, but
we
before
see
they,
that
you know,
gameplay
lose
is
their
gonna give us a
consistency
real
and
indication
become
of
like
just how
used to
good
be
games can
bananas.
look on this system.
No, that's a great point. I think, as you said, this is
Sorry for
really
eating
the
noises, but I'm
radar
hungry.
of, you know, what we
This is
can
what
look for
this
visually
horrible
in terms
timing
of
in this show has
the
done to me.
experience with it. Aaron, are you much of a Halo guy besides the, you know, the blink skin or something
An
like
oat
that?
shake. Normally I would wait until like 12 p.m. to have my first bit of food for the day, but that'll be in the middle of, that'll be right when it's starting, and I don't want to eat during that.
All been about multiplayer, right? So,
Snow
like,
is my favorite. Well, he was fun to make fun of.
I always played online, always played with friends, and the thing that I really hope is that there's sort of like a dedication.
Fruit, formerly known as, I'm annihilating this banana.
Halo.
I'm annihilating this banana like those
Like
ducks
every game
annihilated those
nowadays
peas.
is like heroes this, heroes that, and I love
A video
Overwatch,
YouTube keeps showing to me.
but if we're playing Halo, I want to go back to deathmatch. I want to go back to capture the flag, King of the Hill.
Are you late? No, it hasn't even started yet. This is the pre-show.
Gameplay. So if they can like modernize that and make it still have that sort of.
What's my favorite game?
Feels new,
Usually it's
like
either
a
Deus
feel
Ex or
of
FF9.
like re-releasing Halo or like Unreal Tournament or something. That's what I'm looking forward to. Is what can they do with multiplayer?
Oklahoma State fruit is watermelon, even though it isn't a fruit. What is watermelon? A vegetable then?
Also, I did like Halo 5 multiplayer. I was actually okay with that. I am just more scared.
Why do
about
we
kinda
make
what you
these
said, Danny, that they're gonna Destiny
these
a final
purity tests
single-player
for fruit and
campaign,
vegetables?
which is a very
Let them be what they want to
uncomfortable
be.
thing to do. So I get why studios want to do that, but I'm scared.
Yeah, I know.
It may have been born a vegetable, but maybe it feels like a fruit inside.
They're talking about campaigns. I don't know if we're even going to get much on the multiplayer. So you said how that's all going to blend
The OG
together,
Deus Ex,
how
of
they're
course.
gonna kind of explain what it is, right? And that's part of the thing with these streams. Sometimes we see lots of footage.
Favorite
and we
game
get
from this
all these
current
questions
generation?
Afterwards, about like, well, what is this? What are we actually seeing? Is that co-op? Is that single player?
Maybe
So
God of
we'll
War.
have, Aaron
I don't think I
Greenberg
have one that
sort of
would
join us
declare like this is my
afterwards to
favorite one
break
from
down
this
some of what
entire
we see.
generation
There's
of
some
games.
information in the show as well about what they're doing with Halo.
I just like to have a bunch of
Alright,
games
guys,
I
well,
like from a
thanks for
certain period of
joining
time.
us. We will all watch everything together here at the top of the hour. We are about.
What would I want from a Deus Ex remake? I would just wanted to have prettier graphics and stay pretty much the same. Maybe be a bit more playable in places. Otherwise, you'd probably just fuck it up.
Do know is that Halo Infinite is going to be there, and we've got the countdown clock up there as well. So you guys can wait with us.
30 minutes to go, chat. 30 more minutes of Jeff and the Game Grumps and other people.
We've got an update on a game that is.
This is not my first. Well, this is the earliest I've ever streamed. But usually these game shows take place around 4 or 5. Oh, world premiere. What are we getting?
Ladies and gentlemen, London is fucked.
Oh, this is Watch Dogs.
But don't worry, we've got our best man on the case. Because if anyone can fix this mess, it's this smooth bastard super spy. Oh. Well, looks like we're recruiting. It's a state of emergency.
I want a team of nothing but elderly people.
In the chaos, private armies have taken the streets.
Albion Security's contract has been extended.
PMCs have come back in a big way to games, haven't they?
A crooked spy agency lurks in the shadows.
It's basic tradecraft. Want to sell a lie, weave it into the truth.
And organised crime has grabbed the old city by the bollocks.
The Kellys have got a human organ black market.
No, but I got to keep tracks on my
London is a dangerous place, chap.
The government's literally letting Albion shoot us in the street.
Plays any NPC, yes, which would mean they will likely have very little in the way of personality.
Recruit anyone in
But
the
hey,
whole
it might still be
city.
fun.
And I really mean anyone. Genius hackers. Hard grafters.
They really wanted to capitalize on the cyberpunk aesthetic, didn't they?
People with something to fight for. And something unique to offer.
Oh, the underground female fight clubs, I love those.
The right person for the job. Or the ones you least expect.
How's it a world premiere? It's the pre-show. Give them that. It's a world premiere of the trailer.
And it starts with you. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm in.
Welcome
So,
to the Resistance.
have they just said what year Watch Dogs 3 takes place in? How old would the former main characters be now? I'm guessing it doesn't take too far in the future, since it's just like drone tech and holograms. Takes place in 2070X. Isn't that Mega Man?
Find them. Recruit them. Welcome to the Resistance.
How would this tie into, well, the company Albion is, like Smart Cities is still in there, but I don't really, I have to wait and see when I do it, but I'm gonna guess like the previous main characters are like
Well, as we've
much
mentioned
older
quite
now.
A few times, we are going to get a first look at the campaign.
Wanna play as a
of
granny? I will have nothing
Halo
but grannies.
Infinite, and I asked a friend of mine what he wants to see in a brand new Halo. You may know Ninja
Well,
for many
I think we're only
things,
going to see
over the
Halo
last
today in the
few
Xbox
years,
show,
but he actually
according to the
started,
pre-show.
and created quite a stir with all his awesome Halo games.
Welcome to the Halo event.
Back in the day. So without further ado, let's hear from Ninja about what he wants to see in a brand new Halo. Tyler, take it away.
Hi, Ninja.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm excited to see what I
See, that's a gamer room.
And here's what I want out of Halo. If Halo Infinite can just give us a incredible campaign to close out just a classic series with a beautiful ending.
They did that. It was called Halo 3 Ninja.
Such multiplayer system where the ranking system is unique and it works. And just really amazing, iconic maps. I feel like
Wow, I want the most generic things I could possibly think of for the new game.
And Halo 3 maps that
Pay me now with my check.
they just felt so fun, whether it be super bouncing from Halo 2,
What would my grandma name be? Elvira. Elvira's a good name that needs to come back.
Incredible. Played all of them. I love them all. And if Halo Infinite can just get that...
Chad, I want to point out that he got paid more than most of you will make in a year for this. This right here.
Gameplay, like the Halo 1 classic pistol, the Halo 2 battle rifle, the Halo 3 battle rifle, and sniper.
The amount of zeros he's got paid for this ramble. Is enough to buy him a new house, probably, or a new car. Like, that'll be one new Tesla for 1 minute of me rambling about what I want in a new Xbox game.
Look at Halo Infinite. Thanks to Ninja for joining us on the show. Now it is time to get to
if all they're going to do is show about Halo, then they're in trouble again.
Haven't heard about, and this one comes from my home country, my home province of Ontario, Canada. I saw this.
Oh, the
and
faraway
got
land
excited
of
about
Canada.
Just a brand new game from a smaller studio that you haven't heard about, but I think looks pretty cool. Check out this world premiere.
I'm better looking, thank you. We weren't talking about that, but hey. Maybe if I colored my hair blue. The best Canada can do. It doesn't look that bad though. Looks kind of interesting. It's another voxel game. Cocoa cucumber. Streaming early? Well, I'm only doing the show. You're actually watching our stream that is not 2 a.m. where you live? Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? I'm giving a little bit of a mother feel to it, somewhat, except for the voxels. That or yeah, like, definitely set in the 80s. Am I in my PJs? I don't wear PJs. I wear like I go to bed in shorts.
Vibes to that one. Echo Generation.
And right now I'm fully dressed in t-shirt and jeans.
Exciting. All right, now it's time to get to.
I don't like looking lazy when it comes to clothes, so I like to actually like put some effort into it as soon as I get up.
Creators, first of all. Sorry, I get so excited.
If I'm streaming or doing anything after I wake up, I'm doing it in jeans and shirt.
Don't worry. But right now, actually, we're going to hear from a number of YouTube creators around the world to hear what they're looking forward to from Xbox, hopefully at the top of the hour. So let's check this out.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Garu and I'm a content creator on YouTube, and today I'm so much excited for this Xbox event because with this we are gonna get ourselves the brand new Halo stuff. And I used to play Halo back in 2011 and 2012, and I just used to spend hours and hours making a map on Halo 3. Then actually,
it's a nice lip gloss you use for this.
Like, okay,
very well done.
Let's just put that over there. Let's put this over there, and literally. We used to come back from school and we used to mess around with maps.
Why am I not in this? I have no idea. I don't know how to go about choosing this stuff.
Can anyone forget about the skulls? Like,
does anyone? Here's the thing: I wouldn't be in it even if they asked, because no one should care about my opinion on this.
With those skulls, we could actually go.
I would feel embarrassed to be in this kind of thing.
And there just used to be so many variations in the game on its own.
I would be so cringe. You'd like, why are you doing this to yourself, Dartigan? Because you have to you have to be nice and not yourself in this kind of thing. Say the most generic things possible, not how you actually feel. I would, if I were on this, I would like, oh yeah, what I want from Xbox is them to not fucking suck and come out with some games that are worth playing. Just do what Sony was doing, you cucks. That's all it takes. Put some effort into it. Fuck off, and I'm going back to bed now. That would be that'd be me. I say that like I'm some sort of badass, but I probably was like,
you guys are excited for this brand new game and for the event. Peace out.
Hey guys, Metal Jesus here. Now I vividly remember buying my very first Xbox. I have it right here. It is the beautiful translucent Halo.
I doubt they'd broadcast mine.
When I first saw this machine, I absolutely.
I would just say, don't suck. Hey, make some original games. Halo and Gears of War are nice, but they don't really sell a system. Is that getting through?
Well, this was my machine of choice right here. I have the special edition.
Yeah, I know I wouldn't say that. I'm a professional, but I probably, like I said, I wouldn't do it in the first place. Is the thing, because I wouldn't be allowed to say that.
Wi-Fi adapter. It wasn't built into the machine, but man, I have so many great memories playing awesome games on this. Now,
but it's fun to think about what you would do given if you were given carte blanche.
But I eventually did
Blanche, however that's said in French.
You see the Gears edition here, and I have to say I was blown away by this.
In my mind chat, I'm a supreme badass.
Are absolutely amazing on it.
That's what gives you confidence.
So from what I've seen so far of the Xbox Series X, it appears that Microsoft's going all in on powerful hardware and performance. Plus, they've added a bunch of first-party developers over the last couple of years, and there is that awesome backwards compatibility, which is important for collectors like me. So, yeah, I definitely think it's going to be pretty cool, and I want to learn more.
Hola, amigas, amigos. Yo soy Antrax. Wow, Halo.
Well, I'm sold on all this now.
Con este título, con este juego, hizo mi infancia.
I like the Minecraft dungeon he's sitting in.
Recuerdo que con el Halo 3
can't tell that's. I think that's actual wallpaper he's put up.
Posibles en solitario y con amigos. El modo en línea, una chulada, lo mejor del mundo. Después con el Halo Reach lloré con la campaña.
Chat, should I dye like the center stripe of my hair a different color? I think that's what you got to do, right?
Entré a trabajar para poder pagar el juego.
I mean, you wouldn't know if I did. I could do it. It could actually already been done.
Con Halo es un juego que hizo mi infancia, mi adolescencia, y estoy seguro que lo voy a jugar hasta que me muera.
You know what? I take back what I said earlier about the Game Grumps gamer room. I actually prefer that to what this guy has set up.
Que va a ser lo mejor.
Hey
Hey, Summer Game Fest audience, Lamar Wilson here, and here are the 5 games that I'm looking forward to them announcing today.
Oh, there's a sure mic. I told you, man. Everyone uses the sure microphone these days.
I know. But
Everyone's got caught on to the secret.
See what's next. Then there's a new game from Rare called Everwild. It just looks amazing and breathtaking. I have no idea what the game's about.
Dye my pubes.
Number 3, I definitely want to see a Gear 6. This is going to be a game really about revenge.
I just prefer to keep those trim.
Out at the center, at the literal core, hopefully for the final time. Now, number 4, since we're talking about Gears, why not a Lego's Gear Saga? You know, they did the Funko Pop thing on mobile, but what about Lego? Like, I would actually
really
like
cut into the heart of what we all expect.
Now, finally,
Funko
Cuphead
Pops.
2. I know. Now, Cuphead 1 tore me a new one. It's one of the most unforgiving games ever, but for some reason,
Someone needs to come out and demand Rise 2.
Why do I want more? Man, am I crazy? Yes, I am.
Jeff is like, oh, God, I
fully
hate this.
decked out his
I
Xbox
hate
gear
this. Kill
ready
me.
for the show, and it was so cool to have gamers from around.
It's
the
funner.
world
It's
join
funner
us,
making
India,
fun of things
Mexico,
when
and
you're
actually
sleepy.
here,
You're more
in the United
yourself.
States, because one of the things I think we found this year more than ever is that games bring us together, and people are watching all around the
He's
world.
missing
So I wanna say
Dorito
hello
hat.
to everyone,
Let me throw this banana
watching
peel
this
away.
special
It's
event.
kind of
We're
unsightly
hoping
having a
we're all
banana
just
peel
gonna
sit
be
on your
excited
desk.
about games as we watch through it. And the stream is coming up in about 18 minutes. You can watch it live right here on this feed. We're going to go right into it. And then immediately afterwards, we've got our exclusive post show with guests, some of the developers featured in the showcase, and Aaron Greenberg from Xbox will be joining us to answer questions. And we'll also have some creators join us as well to grade, see how Xbox did based on our expectations. And we'll also do a poll on Twitter. So make sure to vote on that. But right
That
now,
awkward
it's
feeling
time
when you
to get
realize
to
you took your
another
garbage out last
premiere.
night and
This
you
is a
didn't put a
sequel
new
to a
bag
game
in
that if
the
you watch,
garbage receptacle. So you just
YouTube Let's Plays
fuck it and
YouTube
set the
videos you've probably seen.
the
Check this
banana
out.
on the top of the garbage can lid because you're like, fuck it, I'm not pulling out a bag right now. Oh God, no! Not another one of these games. How? Jesus Christ! Neighbor games. Again, because you haven't had enough. I'm sure you won't see a million clones of this on the App Store. This developer is like, well, we got one winner. Let's keep doing it until we get it right. I've never played it. I've just seen it everywhere. Hello, guest. It's just more of this thing, same thing. It's like the most cloned game on the App Store for a while. Chad, do you think we'll see a vampire sequel? I mean, it's been enough time for them to make that now, or yeah, have some something to show. How did it become popular? I think YouTubers were big into it for a while, and that really helped it out. But it's basically just like a random generated hide and seek game is really all it is. Terrifying. He can chase you outside of the house now, I see. Technology is great. No, it's just Hello Neighbor 2.
There it is. Hello, Neighbor 2.
I think the pre-show is meant to be shitty to, lower your expectations so they can blow them out of the water with the actual show.
From the start of the showcase, from
I think that's the reason they
Xbox,
do
it's going
these.
to last almost exactly 1 hour, so there'll be an hour.
There's another game
showcase
called
and
Welcome
15
Guest. Of
minutes
course,
and
there's
then our
another
post
game
show
called Welcome
afterwards.
Guest.
But right now, we're
That
gonna
series
take a
is
look
being
at
milked,
the ID
and
at
it's never really been that
program.
great.
a great program this week. Actually, if you're on Xbox, there's a Summer Game Fest demo event. Over 70 games that you can download and preview for free. One of the
This is the pre-show, Elliptical. This is not the actual show.
A chance to play more games.
This is the show they set up to like get you bored out of your mind first, so you'll be excited when the actual show happens.
We don't have big consumer events to go and play games, but right now let's take a look at ID at Xbox.
Is that a battering on his Xbox in the background? It's kind of blurred out.
Well, check it out.
Is Jeff Keighley a Batman? This is like a big reel of, here's all the indie games we have. Lake. Things that are not great being milked for cash is kind of the modern gaming mantra. Apparently it still sells though, that's what matters. Oh, that looks pretty neat. 90s comic aesthetic is coming back. Vikings are big now. I saw good snow for like a few frames there. What am I looking for in this show? I honestly couldn't even tell you what I'm looking for. Just a promise that they're making new IPs that for their system this time. That's all I really expect and hope for. Because Gears, the stuff they currently got is just like really still like Xbox 360 stuff that looks prettier. They need to move on. For this, what little they had this generation was Xbox 360 stuff.
So that one looks really good, and lots of great games coming to the ID at Xbox program that we're excited about. All right, now though we have a pretty cool brand new game to show you. This comes from a legendary game creator, and when I saw this and the journey he wants to take us on with this game, I was really excited and honored to have the opportunity to share this with you. So this is a bit of a longer piece, but it takes you into the world of a brand new game from a special creator in Japan. Please check this out.
Saw a brief flash of a Japanese man there.
Xbox ファンの皆様、スクエアエニックスの中裕二です。今日は皆様に不思議な物語をお届けに参りました。僕は現在スクエアエニックスにいてバランカンパニーという新しいブランドを立ち上げました。そしてここにいる昔ソニックやナイツを一緒に作った大島直人と20年ぶりにタッグを組んでアクションゲームを作っています。中さんがスクエアエニックスに行くと知った時はびっくりしました。
It's my favorite game, Deus Ex.
しかしこうしてまた一緒にタッグを組んでゲームを作れること、そして僕たちの得意とするゲーム作りとスクエアエニックスが得意とする物語や音楽とが合わさり、誰も体験したことのない新しいゲームを世界中の皆様にお届けできることをとても嬉しく思います。今日僕たちが皆様にお届けするのはアクションゲームの全てを詰め込んだアクションゲームオブアクションゲーム、バランワンダーワールドです。
Alan Wonderful
ミュージ
this.
カルの世界観を持ち込んでボタン一つでたくさんの衣装能力を使い進んでいくゲームになります。苦悩や葛藤、人は誰しもがポジティブな気持ちとネガティブな気持ちのバランスを保ちながら生きています。しかしそのバラン
I
ス
mean,
が
the art looks good, but this is the absolutely worst way to show off your new game for the first time.
悩める12人のキャストたちの
But
新章世界を
hopefully they have a proper trailer after these guys are done talking about it though.
進んでいきます。アクションの一つ一つが衣装に割り当てられており、
I like some whimsical looking games
80
sometimes.
種類を超えます。衣装を次々に着替えながら
Who doesn't want to dress up in, cute costumes?
謎を解き、そしてネガティブな気持
Wait,
ち
is this by the same team that made Final Fantasy Worlds? It kind of reminds me of that.
手で取り戻してあげてください。本
Game will sell. Yeah, this looks like a very Japan market kind of game.
さらに Xbox シリーズ X にももちろん
They'll sell a lot of Funko Pop dolls of this stuff.
ソウルを持っていればどちらでも遊んでいただけ
The
る
guys who made Sonic and
デリバリー
Knights.
にも対
Oh.
応する予定です
Hmm.
世界中の皆様に 4K の最高画質で本作の世界を隅々まで楽しんでいただけますワンダーワールドの世界で皆様を
Microsoft will never top their Cyberpunk 2077 trailer with Keanu Reeves. I don't know. When you think about it, all they did was have Keanu Reeves there.
It's show time.
Show time. All right, proper trailer now.
Balan Wonderworld, a strange and mysterious land that you visit when you come to a turning point in life.
Just trying to figure out if it's a platformer or RPG. Platformer.
Over 80 different costumes, unlocking unique actions and abilities.
Looks okay, but this looks like it's really made to sell toys. They just said it's a platform. Yeah, but you remember I'm sleepy. Keep that in mind. I've got an excuse tonight or today. This morning. Shit, can't even tell you what time it is. The boss fight's looking good. Not a morning person? Actually, I don't have any problem waking up in the morning. It's just my voice is really sleepy. I think I overslept this morning, and that's also causing it. Normally, I'd be up at 9.
Balan Wonderworld. Every moment is an adventure.
I need to see more of it, but it looks alright. That's Disney? No, that's Square Enix.
There it is, the announcement of Balan Wonderland. Knights was such a...
I want Jeff Keighley to be the main character of the Death Stranding too.
And Square Enix
I mean, he's
for,
technically in the
sharing
world
that
already.
World premiere announcement with us here on the pre-show. There's even more good stuff though coming up at the top of the hour. We
6
are just
minutes left,
6
chat.
minutes away, so we're going to have another group.
What's up, Puff?
Join
Just in
us here
time.
as we count down in the final 5 minutes. We got Matt Pat joining us live from the Game Theorist headquarters.
It's over. I could check out right now.
Let me tell you about my theories on Five Nights at Freddy's, Jeff. I've got some ideas that I want to go over with you and the fans.
That was what I
I
needed.
think I have it finally
I was gonna say,
figured
I was
out.
pretty excited when we got that. I'm like, okay, this pre-show is going to be pretty good. That's an exciting announcement. Yeah, just to have those guys back doing that. So yeah, I agree with you, Matt.
That's just
All
the
right, we also
theory,
got
a
G.
game.
Witherspoon joining
Sorry,
us.
it's just too easy.
What's up, Ron? How you doing?
Yo, I'm chilling, man. I'm looking at this countdown for the showcase. I'm ready to put my helmet on and get it going, but I'm like,
I'm
let's
beginning
talk,
to really suspect it's going to be nothing but Halo. That's all they're talking about in the pre-show.
Joining us also is Allegra Frank from Vox. Allegra, how you
Hey,
doing?
Shu, welcome back.
Hey, I'm really good now. Like
Or Misu, I mean.
after Balan Wonderland, I'm with Matt. Yo, that's it. That's the end of the show for me.
We done. Yeah, no, it's nice, happy, uplifting.
Why do we hate
meeting
Matt? I don't
people
hate
like
Matt,
that.
but
So
it's
that was, yeah,
fun to
pretty
make
good way
fun of his
to end the
content, just like it's
pre-show.
fun to
Hopefully
make fun of
means
mine.
there's even more big surprises coming in the main show. And let's talk
I mean,
about
how many
this. You guys are
Five
gonna
Nights at
join
Freddy's
us
videos has he made now?
afterwards as
Because
well
those
to
things
react
you'll
to what we
get the
see.
clicks.
So let's kind of get the preview. Balan Wonderland, but what else? What do you guys? Let me put it this way. what does Microsoft need to do to get an A from you watching this conference?
They
So
should
what's it
discuss
gonna
Gears
take?
of
Let's
War.
start with
They have
you,
an
Matt.
entire studio dedicated to that, so it hasn't fallen anywhere, but it just isn't really that
we all know
memorable
Halo
now.
Infinite is the big gem in their crown, right? Like that's the piece that they're selling, the killer app. That is their killer app. But to me, you know, as a
They got most of the
mild
YouTubers you
Halo
watch.
fan, I want to see what is the other thing that's going to get me to buy this system in particular. And if it's not a neon green skin like we saw for the earlier Xbox generations to coat that big like obelisk that you're buying with Xbox Series X, Balan Wonderland or Balan Wonder World might have sold it for me. It looks like exactly the sort of game that I need in 2020, that the world needs in 2020.
Hope there's a lot of
and it
gameplay.
hits me right
I'm
when
hoping they
nostalgia
took that
feels.
to heart after
I
the
need
last
another
show they
killer
did,
app
where it
for
was
this
just
system,
nothing but
and that
trailers,
might have been it.
video of cutscenes at best.
Wow. All right. You guys are done in the pre-show. I like it. There are already high marks. JD, we know we're going to see Halo. Seems like you're sufficiently hyped if you've got your Master Chief helmet. What's it going to take to get an A from you in the post-show grade?
Well, I mean, obviously Halo. I would love for them to take Halo Infinite and use it to be showcased the same way they showcased Halo 2 from the E3 2005 world premiere. I remember that. They did the game.
The only person that you like to shit on your favorite games is me. I consider it a fair shitting, though.
A little bit earlier, I believe.
I keep a
I don't know if they.
I measure the volume in the amount.
I'm not sure. I have to go back. And then for me
And
personally,
a little
I
bit of
want a
love in
Matrix
there.
Video game.
It's a
I know
weird
that
mess.
No one in the chat
Makes for a
wants that,
really
but hey,
weird
remember
cookie.
Enter the Matrix? That was fire. Remember that bullet time? Yo, bring me back. Matrix.
Yeah, I remember
Did he
that.
just ask for Enter the Matrix to come back?
And stuff.
It's
Yeah,
an
all
odd,
right.
odd,
That's a wild prediction that we're going
beg.
to new Matrix. Keanu, they used Keanu last year, so you never know. Bring him back.
Then again, they are rumored to be making a new Matrix movie, so I guess that probably will
We're
happen.
excited about Balan, what they're doing. What else will it take to hype you up to an A grade in the post show?
Right. I mean,
So many people streaming this. Well, it makes for easy stream content is also the thing.
Pretty much what I would also want in the.
I mean, I don't have to
post-show,
play a game.
which
I can
is
just watch it. Something.
sort
Oh,
of
let me do that.
inventive, newer IP. Like,
I don't even know what happened in
not a
Halo
big,
5. I didn't. I only played like the first hour of it, so I don't even know what became of that series after that.
After it, unless it's some like bizarre.
I'm guessing
number that has
Cortana went
nothing
evil
to do
because
with
that's the way it was.
the game. Like,
Looked
if
like it
it's
was
a
going.
sequel, I'm pretty much
And we had to fight her,
out,
and
but I
who knows
would
what
love
happened.
To see more
I
from,
don't. I think I'm not the only one who didn't bother
why,
finishing
like
Halo 5.
Donut. I would love to see some actual like.
Am I going to send this
gameplay
game
and
showcase? I'm not
good
making a video
emphasis
out
on
of it.
that
No.
because it really brings an interesting amount of diversity.
It's only for you guys
to
here on the stream.
Xbox, but in general, I like to be really surprised whether or not it's some Final Fantasy exclusive that's making its way onto the Xbox for the first time, or just some game we've never heard of before from some small, exciting studio. I mean, that's always what wins me over. Also, Keanu Reeves, if he shows up again, I mean, that would be really great.
Hey, you never know. I think he's in Berlin filming Matrix, but hey, it's virtual, so anyone can. This thing is, this year anyone can show up because around the world we can connect people.
Get him here, pay him lots of
To
money.
not be with you guys, with 5,000 people.
I mean, I'm sure there's actually not even a show he can appear at since it's all coronavirus and stuff.
About a minute away
There's a reason your
here from
webcam
going
in
live.
this.
You guys are going to join us afterwards. You've got your Master Chief helmet. And I want to thank everyone for joining us
Nightly,
exclusively
thank you for the
here
6
on
month sub.
YouTube for
Hey,
the,
back at ya.
the pre-show for the Xbox event.
All right.
It's going to be about
The
2
real
minutes
thing
until
begins.
we go. So maybe one last quick rapid fire here. JD's got his helmet on. How do you guys think they're going to open the show? What do you think the first thing is?
Halo Infinite. Even. Yeah, absolutely. Like, start with the big guns. They know that's what
Leave
everyone's
nothing
here
for the end.
and then everything else is kind of icing on the cake.
Allegra, do you agree, or do you want something weird and wacky ideas?
It's going to be Halo, which for someone who doesn't really care
Remember
about
that time
Halo, I
Caboose
would
just
love
waltzed
'cause
his
I
way
need
into
that
Halo
break,
Reach? Wasn't that
so.
very briefly though? And you can hear them from like behind a wall.
The chat just lit up. He's going to take a bathroom break during Halo. All right.
Rooster Teeth has
got Ballad.
gone
Yeah, that's
downhill
part of the
so
fun is
far
that we
from
don't know
that
what
time.
they're going to do, and they've been very quiet. They've just said Halo, but beyond that, they've really not told us anything else about what games are going to be in there. So you said, tell me why. Great example. Everwild, Psychonauts. Those are games that we know they're making that hopefully we'll have updates on. And then I know for a fact there will be some new games announced in this showcase. And
Did you miss
it's
anything?
exciting to
No,
watch it
the
live
real
here on
show is just
YouTube.
about
Well,
to start.
Matt, JD, Allegra, thanks for joining us. You guys are going to be with us afterwards. We're going to react to the press conference. see how Microsoft did, and then we're going to have some guests, some of the developers and some of the games featured in the show. We're going to have interviews with them and Xbox.
By the way, I'm not watching the after show he just mentioned.
joining us
Well,
live
we're
to,
done after the
break down some
main
of the
show.
news. So enjoy it, watch it live here, the Xbox Game Showcase, an hour of games right here on YouTube.
All right. I guess the volume is good for you guys. It's a Razer commercial.
The Mjolnir exosuit is now complete.
Grappling hook.
This technology
Even Master Chief becomes Batman.
were to come. I must remind myself. Liquid crystal cannot rise on its own. Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction. Armor cannot hope. It all means nothing until you step inside.
Thank God they got rid of the goofy looking army he wore in 5. Press button to start demo.
Am I dead already? I must be. I mean, this is a punishment, right? Yep, this is death. No! No! No, 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 no! This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, shit. No! No! You can't stand this! No, you... Breathe. No! You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything! We're... Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe. Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the Banished.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw clone wars over there. I'm going to dig through them and find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we'll get away from here. Far away.
Wait here.
You know, the stream is a little laggy.
First, when I get back, we can look.
That's on their end, though.
Together.
Okay, big guy.
What does it look like, Clay? Well, keep in mind, stream quality might also affect how much it will, what it looks like, but I guess they were going for the classic look, only prettier. Okay, it's open world. Told you it would be. There's one prediction I've gotten right so far. Yeah, the lag ain't me. That's the street. It's their stream is lagging on the official Twitch channel. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's also a little bit ahead of, well, a few seconds ahead. Let me try that. Yeah, that's much better, actually. Okay, they brought back the tools from 3, it looks like. And you're fighting the brutes again. Yeah. Hey, Mustard, thank you for the 3-month sub, by the way. Birds, shoot. That gun doesn't normally fire that fast. It's like a one-shot weapon at a time. Huh. It looks better than 5, yeah. But it also just looks like more Halo. It's pretty much what I expected Halo to look like, though. It's Halo is Halo. You can't fuck with it too much, or I guess it would just, you'll be not the thing people are asking for. But, meh, it looks fine. I'll probably play it. Yeah, I don't see this being the system seller they're hoping for, though.
This war months ago. Your people are broken, scattered, hunted, defeated by me. I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't.
So the humans lost after all? I thought the whole point was that they won.
One step ahead, always. The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well. The Harbinger and the Banished share the same goal. We fight together to honor the will of Atriarchs.
God, there must have been so much in 5 that I missed from not playing that.
I grew weary, lost, alone. But here you now stand.
true test of legends, our story will outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die
well. I mean, it looks fine, but this doesn't really deserve all the hype it's, they've been trying to give it. I mean, it looks like it'll be decent. Better than 5 and hopefully 4. But, I don't know.
We hope you enjoyed your first look at Halo Infinite's campaign. I'm
It's
incredibly
a little bit
proud of the team
underwhelming.
at 343, and we're thrilled to share a hint of the epic battles that await you on the next chapter of Master Chief's journey. This is the most ambitious campaign we've ever created at 343. For the first time,
The only
players will
new
have the
thing I
freedom
noticed
to
is open
explore
world.
a mysterious new Halo ring that's several times larger than our last 2 Halo games combined. Halo Infinite has been built from the ground up to take full advantage of Xbox Series X. Bigger
I think they
battles,
just don't really know what to
epic
do with
vistas,
Halo anymore.
more complex visual effects, display
Same thing happened to
10
Gears. They
times
don't really know what they want to
processing
do with it
power
because the
per
original
pixel
storyline
of
finished.
Halo 5. This will be running at a flawless 60 frames per second and will allow us to bring the Halo ring to life in ways that have never been possible before. We look forward to sharing even more about Halo Infinite in the coming months, including the first look at multiplayer. And now, please
Bigger
enjoy
is
a
better,
glimpse
not
of
always.
what others in the Xbox Game Studios family have been working on.
Alright, let's see some different stuff. Zombie game. Great. Good war face. Good war face. Surprise, I'm a deer. Zombie deer, so that's new. Oh, never mind. Got excited over a zombie deer and it's like, oh, it's State of Decay.
Welcome everyone to the Xbox Game Showcase. Today, we're showing games from 9 of our 15 Xbox game studios, including unveils of 5 new first-party games. What you will see today is how Xbox game studios are harnessing their passions to bring their dreams to life. We believe that how you find and play your games is as important as the device you play them
Halo
on.
Infinite. I
Xbox
like that
Game
shirt.
Pass is the best way to discover and play. And we want you to be able to experience as many great games as possible.
Saw Ninja Theory,
So
Hellblade
Game
2.
Pass
It pretty much
members,
has to be.
You can play every game you see today from your subscription or free to play. These games will look and play best on Xbox Series X, delivering unmatched fidelity,
You say that, but
performance,
I can play them on
precision,
PC even
and
better.
immersion. And we've designed the most consistently powerful next generation console. And we've built state-of-the-art platform technology to allow every developer to realize their full vision. One studio that has always pushed the limits of our hardware is Turn 10. And they're early in development on the next Forza Motorsport. And Xbox Series X is bringing them closer to their
Anyone here
dream
care about
of
Forza? I mean,
unprecedented realism
Mike probably
ray
does.
tracing and native 4K resolution, all at 60 frames per second. The trailer you're about to see was captured completely in-engine.
His Game Pass, where the Game Pass is probably the only good thing to come out of Xbox this entire generation. Apparently a really good deal. Yeah, you gotta have the card game for your new generation of games. It's like a standard now. Vroom vroom. All games gonna be capped at 60 frames per second. Well, they can technically go higher, but most probably won't reach for more than 60. Am I into car games? Not at all. I'm not even into cars in reality. Not rare, you say? Are they doing the Banjo-Kazooie thing? No, definitely not.
We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it. It is found in the smallest moments. In every step of a perilous journey. In the symmetry of ritual. In the bonds we share. And in moments of stillness.
Hippies, the game,
Teaches us
yes.
to look beyond the expected.
Join us in our commune.
To be a light in dark places. To seek answers. And to stand watch over our world.
So what do you do in this game, is what I'm asking.
We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it.
Well, yeah, I didn't learn anything about what you actually do in that game. Other than you'll, I don't know, pretend to be a wizard, I guess?
Everwild will give to you a magical and untamed natural world for you to explore and to just truly lose yourself in. It's a place to be eternal. And Eternal has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature and connects every living thing. The team here
Also
at Rare
interpretive
are
dance.
so excited to be working on something like Everwild, and I hope you're excited too. But I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support.
Even she isn't
and
explaining
love,
the gameplay.
and for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this.
Why
game.
is this becoming
Thank you,
such a
thank you,
thing
thank
where they don't want to tell you what the game is, the gameplay is?
Whoa. I just got
Oh,
hit
don't
with a
nod.
flood of memories.
Love you, Mom.
Hello, don't nod.
You seeing what I'm seeing?
Mom?
Allison?
Yeah. It doesn't matter that they don't.
This will likely be the next game to be a big controversy.
We all believed that what happened that night was self-defense. But we couldn't be sure.
Well, at least it's not a vampire.
It doesn't matter that they kept us apart.
That would have had me like just walking away.
We look out for each other.
It doesn't matter that finding the truth feels impossible.
We're all done with
Still waiting for them to release that detective mystery game they got coming out soon.
Is you're my brother.
Their games look like high quality Sims 3. They do.
And the only
That's
way
the art
to
style they
move
like though.
forward is to keep looking back.
Especially Life is Strange really has that Sims look to it.
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional.
This one looks like it has a different, slightly different art style though. Wow.
Everything we thought we knew about Marianne just got thrown out the window.
She loved you. She attacked you. We both saw it.
I thought coming here would be closing a chapter of our lives.
Nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
We don't really have a choice about that.
Remember Me was their best work. It needed a better combat system, but it was alright. It had a good world to it.
I can't do this. Stop! To see you again.
August 27th. So far, this game showcase isn't really doing what it needs to do.
Hey everyone, my name is Gennady. I'm the co-founder and director of technology at Moon Studios. Today we're very excited to tell you that we're working on a very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically for Xbox Series X. We're now at a time where we can reach levels of fidelity and frame rates previously absolutely impossible on any console. An already gorgeous game like Ori can now run at 120 Hz refresh rate in full 4K HDR in its highest quality.
Oh, hey, they can finally get the
Unprecedented
experience I had on
feel
PC.
with silky smooth animation, super crisp, sharp image, and low input latency, which is just so important for the tight and precise platforming feel of this game. We can also boost the immersion in different spaces in our world.
They really have
using
nothing right,
premium audio
don't they?
that we
This is what they're
previously
showing
could
us.
not simulate in real time.
We're re-releasing Ori on the new
With all
console.
this crazy hardware power, we can give our players more options.
Come on, Xbox.
with how they want to
I'm
play
not
our
asking for
game.
much.
We can't wait for all of you to experience this very special version of
Yeah, I like Ori, but this is not what I
coming to
wanted out of the
Xbox
show.
Series X with smart delivery later this year.
From the furthest reaches of the universe comes the biggest mystery in the galaxy.
An abandoned
Oh, this is
research
DLC
facility
for that
now shady corporate intrigue.
Outer Worlds game.
Of the Gorgon asteroid. A sordid stopover. Full of salacious
think.
secrets. And scandalous strangers.
Greetings, attractive patron. You are looking downright unlawful today.
With the right kind of case.
They wanted us to develop a miracle drug.
Can put you on the wrong side of a gun. Or sword. Or this thing. Thrills. Danger. Intrigue.
A word of advice before you go, Captain? Trust no one.
What will you find on...
God, they better knock it out of the park in this last 30 minutes.
This unit cannot bring you any drinks in its current state.
Another game we already know about.
If you're waiting for the biggest
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I got it.
year, then wait for Cyberpunk.
Good advice.
But if
Good
you're
joke, though.
ready for the smallest, we've got you covered. From Obsidian Entertainment, the makers of games that are nothing like this one. This summer, strive together to thrive together. Or just feed your friend to the spiders and go solo.
Wasn't there a demo of this game on Steam not too long ago? I mean, it looks alright. I'm not really that big into survival games. But it's a decent concept of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the video game.
At Obsidian, we're dedicated to pushing narrative and role-playing games. It's something we do every day when we come to the office, and we can't wait for you to play our next great adventure, Peril on Gorgon. It's the first of 2 planned story expansion packs for the Outer Worlds that we're putting together with our friends from the Private Division. Now, it's also important that we continue to evolve how we tell stories in games, and Grounded is the perfect example of that.
There was it's coming on PC too, and there was a demo of it, but I didn't get a chance to check it out.
Within a survival game. Now, what's great is that you're going to be able to play the game on July 28th on Xbox Game Preview and on Steam Early Access. We want to hear from you, and we want to continue to build Grounded together. Oh yeah, if you've been wondering, we have been working on that next big Obsidian RPG. Check this out.
Oh, okay, here we go. Impress me.
World premiere.
We have always known war. It forged our empire.
Good shot with arrow.
Turned heroes into queens and kings. And decimated our foes. Now our oaths are lost. Forsaken.
I'm getting a Dark Souls-like game from them.
And you must face
No, maybe not.
Our sins have borne. Is an oath worth the weight of a crown?
Okay, another no gameplay thing, right? Yeah. Skyrim? We don't know. We didn't see any gameplay. How are they making this mistake again?
Avowed is an expansive first-person RPG set in the fantasy world of Eora. When Obsidian Entertainment joined Xbox Game Studios, they told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of critically acclaimed RPGs, this is Obsidian at their best, and it is being built from the ground up to take full advantage of the power of Xbox Series X. At Xbox Game Studios,
Please
we
just
also
tell me
work
what the
with
gameplay is.
independent
That's all
developers, always
anyone
with
wants
the
to
goal
know.
of empowering them to bring their ideas to life. I'm excited to announce our work with Interior Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry. Let's meet Caroline Marshall, studio head of Interior Night, to debut their original game.
They just do not want to show the gameplay. I guess there's not enough to show. It's too early, but then don't announce it.
I'm Caroline from Interior Night. Our team is really passionate about interactive storytelling because when you play a story, you step into the character's shoes. You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their conflicts firsthand. And in the process, you learn more about yourself. And this is quite powerful. Our first game spans 30 years in the American Southwest. It's a story about family, resilience, and sacrifice. But most of all, it's about how you will shape the fate of real, flawed people trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in. I hope you enjoyed the trailer.
World premiere.
Fortune, smile and fade. I haven't seen you much of late. I need you now, I cannot wait. But when I look, you're not around.
We were on our way to start a new life that summer. For our family, it was just a stopover.
You know, I think I figured it out. Microsoft is targeting the lucrative market of your mom. With this Witch game and now this, yeah, they're going for your moms.
It was the end of the road.
On the ground, now!
The sun went down on all of us that day. Was it
They'll
fate?
announce Fabio the game next.
Coincidence? No. It was a long-forgotten secret. Buried in the dark.
All my life, I've been scared of the shadows.
We're just getting the concept art for this one.
But now,
Mom games.
I'm finally ready to step into the light. I got your letters.
I mean, like I said, I need to see what you actually do in it. I'm just seeing game titles and like art. Alright, Ninja Theory, here's someone we can expect gameplay from, hopefully.
All of our projects, including Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, which we announced at the Game Awards back in December. An incredible 3.5 million players have now experienced Senua's story in Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. We're excited to start giving you an insight into what comes next for our Celtic Warrior, an experience that we'll be building in Unreal Engine 5 for Xbox Series X.
Ooh, Unreal Engine 5.
I'm happy to reveal today that Senua's Saga will be set in the beautiful country of Iceland. And you can find out more about our location scouting and how we've discovered the history of our setting in a brand new behind-the-scenes development diary, which you can view straight after the show on the Ninja Theory YouTube channel. It's been so touching to see the impact that Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice has had on so many players, and we're incredibly thankful to all of the fans that have been part of Senua's story so far. And we're excited for you to be part of our development journey from here on out.
So they're not going to show us more of Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. Just tell you, hey, we're still working on it. They don't get it, do they? They just don't. You have to show the gameplay. Well, we're getting Psychonauts at the very least. Come on, show us some gameplay.
Do you want to say hi to Peter? He's on the line
What?
here.
Peter, he's been sitting there the whole time? Hey, who wrote the song?
Peter.
Oh, Peter. Fantastic work. Love the song.
I want to live there. Very much.
It's going to be fun to sing it. Now it's time to
Psychonauts.
rock.
Excellent game, by the way.
Start rocking?
So I got high hopes for this one. I hope it's really good, because I really like the first Psychonauts.
Probably been a long time since you've had a visitor. I hope you don't mind pop-ins. Where are we?
Shh. It's a quiet place. Lost alone.
You gotta go into Jack Black's mind, chat. That's pretty good.
Just a thought is all I've got. Now my cover's low. At the bottom of a lake, a frozen feeling. When my friends pulled me back up, I started I can't
smell the universe, and I can taste the sky.
Looks like they even changed the art style for the textures for the different world you go to. Sort of like how Kingdom Hearts changes your costume and stuff.
Senses are the magic keys. They fill the holes I've left, unlocking all my memories.
Steel Mobile. Yeah, Psychonauts 2 looks like it's shaping up pretty well then. That looks like a very good Psychonauts style level. No release date yet though. Not your style of game? It's not for everyone, but I really enjoyed it.
Wait for you to experience the amazing games built by Xbox Game Studios, and there is just so much more for you to play on
That's only
Xbox.
one level. Every level has a
We
different
are
theme too,
partnering
by
with
the way.
Thousands of creators, from the largest publishers to the smallest independent developers, to bring you the broadest variety of games ever. There is one developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X and Xbox Game Pass.
Yay.
If you are one of the more than 10 million Game Pass subscribers, you also get access to all current Destiny 2 expansions starting this
Is anyone still
September.
playing Destiny, by the way? I've never touched Destiny, so I know next to nothing about
Destiny
it.
2 will also be
Other than
playable
Big
on
Snowball in
mobile
Sky.
from the cloud. Later this year, Bungie will also release
That and they had
a
to,
new version of Destiny 2.
Activision basically
optimized
like
for
dropped
Xbox
it.
Series X. 4K resolution running at 60 frames per second. Here's an
I think
all-new
Bungie
look
also
at
needs to
Bungie's
do
Destiny
release
2
something
Beyond
besides
Light.
Destiny now. I think working on this series, they kind of missed out on the entire last generation. It just feels like they've been gone for a while, even though they've been releasing this stuff.
Out in the darkness. Every moment brings them closer. It's time to step
Bungie
beyond
crawling
the
back to
light.
Microsoft? I don't know. Unless they're making a new game, I don't really care, because Destiny does nothing for me. You're still playing it? I mean, I guess it can be good if you're into those co-op kind of games like this, but it's just nothing for me. Isn't it just like a lesser Warframe? But I hope they can come up with a good game that gets me excited. This Destiny doesn't do it for me. Warframe is bae. Yeah, Warframe is possibly getting bought by Tencent though, unfortunately.
This is Destiny 2 that you can play any way you want thanks to Xbox Game Pass. Some of the world's most inspired developers are working on games for Xbox Series X, and we're just honored to be able to collaborate with them. Xbox Series X will empower both new and experienced creators to bring the future of games to life like never before. Unique perspectives, unexpected innovations, and fresh voices that demand to be heard and that we can't wait for you to discover.
Am I getting Game Pass? I'm
All
not
of the
even getting an
games you're about
Xbox at
to
this point in
see
time.
are being built to launch exclusively on Xbox consoles. Thanks and enjoy.
World premiere.
Oh, a console launch exclusive, you say? It's a weird term. Stalker? Some people in chat are saying Stalker. Interesting. Yeah, I think you're right, Chad. Yeah, you get the anomalies going on. Weird that it's console exclusive or launching on consoles first rather than PC though. 'Cause it's kind of like known as a PC game. I don't think Stalker 1 and 2 ever even released on console, did they? Meat. Yeah, that's well, this is Stalker 2, but Stalker 1 is expansions. But hey, that's a surprise.
World premiere.
All right, that one got me a simi.
My Lord Inquisitor, I've reached a term of prime and begun our investigation.
It can't be Warhammer 40k, can it? I mean, just Lord Inquisitor.
Our recon squad has been sent into sub-level 6 of
Yep,
the Hive
Warhammer.
to determine the full extent of the unrest.
Or the Emperor.
I'll know more when they make it back.
Weird, you're not playing as, Space Marines, you're playing as like regular soldiers. I'm gonna guess it's another basically Left 4 Dead style game. Like the Vermintide.
World premiere.
Are those zombies or Xenos? I thought they were gonna do Gene Stealers for a second. Vermintide with guns, or essentially Left 4 Dead.
Something changed, my heart could not contain the miracle of this
Looks like Nurgle, yeah, it looks like it's Nurgle related. Gamers chat. This is what gamers look like, all of you. Notice the lack of Doritos and Mountain Dew. And natural sunlight. Too much natural sunlight. Tetris. I love to call him smart line piece. Oh, is it Battle Royale Tetris again? Oh, no, 3-player versus, I guess. Squiggly. One of my favorite all-time comedy videos on online is the Tetris God.
World premiere.
Line piece. Oh, Steam World.
Approaching orbit. Scans a no-go. Sure you want to drop here?
Hell yeah.
We're dropping boys.
What we got? Another good-for-nothing space rock?
They're doing a full 3D Steam World dig.
Hold on, let me check.
Yeah, I saw that video. It's one of my favorites.
Find anything good?
My lord, you have forsaken us all. goop. Suck. Doombot, the beginning. You know, they took our idea for a game. Must clean everything. The Gunk. No, that's a name for a video game. Looper team. Okay, that's a bit of a pedigree. Somewhat. Oh, this is that horror game, Silent Hill-ish horror game. I was hoping they'd show this off.
It all starts with a dead girl. A forest. The moon. Scent of pines. And then...
What, you, Maria?
Every story has two sides. A regular, rational one. But also a dark...
Oh, this is also the same developer that made Blair Witch, by the way.
Not unlike a nightmare.
Hopefully this is the one that gets the bigger budget.
I can see both. Worse, I can live them.
Yeah, this is the game that I take the inspiration for Hell from the artwork of that Polish artist. That I can't pronounce the name of.
Hello? Anyone there?
Oh, you turn into Virgil while in Hell. I see.
What is this place?
Yeah, they even got the composer for Silent Hill for this game. Yeah, I hope it turns out good. Oof, meat. Okay, this isn't really getting the Silent Hill vibe that the first trailer gave out, though, but it still looks interesting. I'll definitely be checking that one out.
Premiere.
Sonic? Nope. Oh, Phantasy Star. Panic. Another series I know nothing about. That looks like Monster Hunter. You love Phantasy Star? I've never played any of them. Well, I grew up with a Sega Genesis, but this was like a Sega Dreamcast game originally. And they made a couple after that, so I've never played any of them. I know they're online, kind of like, sort of like Monster Hunter-ish games, I think. Well, if you're a Phantasy Star fan, I hope it does what you wanted to do then. Cursed by new genes, brother. But yeah, I hope it's good for Phantasy Star fans.
Luis Torres, I've seen your future. Global risk is death of the weapon you will become.
Remedy. Remedy's making it a first-person shooter?
Chose me to save this world. I will see it done.
Blacklist, we make our own path. We protect our own.
Can you protect me from fate?
This is where the Control money went. Like I said, they never made a first-person shooter before.
17 seconds.
Call of Duty. Remedy presents Call of Duty a little bit.
Soon, the entire
But I'm interested.
will burn.
I like Remedy's games.
Because of him.
Oh, it's the ghost again. Cool word. Crossfire X coming 2020. Oh, this year. Tencent asked Remedy to make a single-player game for
Today,
Crossfire.
You saw 10 world premieres and 22
Oh, it's a
console
Tencent-backed game?
launch exclusives. Game Pass members can play every game you have seen today from Xbox Game Studios and all of our partners in the subscription or free to play. This is just a peek at some of the new titles coming to Xbox Series X. And some of the games you already love and some you have yet to play will also be optimized.
They've got time for one more trailer.
Games like Forza Horizon
We got
4,
one more
Gears
thing.
5, and Sea of Thieves. You'll get the next-gen upgrades at no additional cost when they launch. You can expect a lineup of over 100 titles for Xbox Series X this holiday season. With Series X and Game Pass, Xbox is the place to play, and you are at the center of everything we do. Now, you may have noticed we didn't get to visit all of our Xbox Game Studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then, here's one more thing.
One more thing. One more thing.
Premiere.
Playground. I'm not familiar with them.
The world is filled with stories
Fable.
of legendary
They're
heroes
bringing Fable back.
and treacherous
Okay, you got my attention.
of fantastical creatures and wondrous places where nature and magic live in perfect harmony.
Yep, that's a Fable game trailer.
Stories have happy endings,
Wrong.
but yours has yet to be written.
Alright. Make the Fable game Peter Molyneux promised us all those years ago. One where we could plant a tree as a boy and come back and as, you know, a fully grown tree. Well, I had two predictions come true. Halo is open world and Fable come back. No gameplay? Yeah, they really didn't I guess everything's just too early for them, and they can't show anything off because none of it looks good yet. So it kind of ends up in the same way that last Xbox event did, where they just had trailers with not much to show. In fact, I think the last Xbox event was a bit better than this. They showed off more new stuff. But Psychonauts looks good. I'm hoping that ends up being, Psychonauts 2 ends up being good. Hopefully Fable would be good. I guess they're just calling it Fable, so I'm guessing it's like a reboot. Halo looks like Halo. I mean, Medium also has my interest, so I'm probably gonna be getting that game. As well as maybe that, whatever that Remedy game is again, Crossfire X. Even if it's 10 cent made. We still don't know what games we're getting at launch either, by the way, other than, I think, Halo. Did they show Ori? They're just re-releasing Ori on the new Xbox with higher frame rates. Overall, I don't think this did what they needed it to do. It still doesn't inspire confidence that they know what they're doing when it comes to first-party releases like Sony does, which is what they needed. I rip Xbox. You know, Twitch chat doesn't seem very impressed either on that side. There's some games they showed that I'm interested in, but they really just did not show enough gameplay for some of the new ones that had maybe a good title that would get me interested, so I guess there's more waiting we have in store for us. Like I wanted to see the new Hellblade, because I actually have interest in that. And they just said, hey, we're still working on it. And, yeah, they still need more work. I mean, I'm not getting an Xbox at this point in time. I'm just going to play it on PC if stuff comes out. But they're not doing themselves any favors with more shows like this. They need to like come out and knock it out of the park. Xbox will always be for more multiplayer. I guess. I mean, that's not a bad thing. Multiplayer is a big deal, but they clearly want to do more single-player stuff too, judging by this. Oh, it's over. Like that. Turned off. Or just, you know, no, it's still live, it's just black. Stalker 2 was a big surprise. I wasn't expecting to show that. The announcement brings dishonor. I just was hoping for more gameplay, actually. I thought that maybe they... Well, that's actually done. I just kind of... Well, they had 200,000 people watching that. I was just... Yeah, I was hoping for a lot more gameplay. And they still didn't really have anything to show too much of it. Halo was kind of underwhelming. I mean, I know it's Halo, and it looks like it's definitely better than 4 or 5, but I was expecting a bit more, I guess. I don't know. I guess the hype they built up just couldn't live up for it, I guess. I don't know. PS5 versus Xbox X show thoughts. The PlayStation knows how to do these a bit better than Microsoft does. They realize we don't want to listen to YouTubers, you'll chat on a webcam, and then have the game developers come out and introduce their vision for the game. And just announce the name of the game in a CG trailer. So that they do... Their shows have been better at this. They're more punchy, and they have more impact. But maybe Microsoft will finally get it right next time. Maybe they're learning still. Maybe they'll have enough games, you know, cooked in the oven enough to show them off finally. But it's been a weird year for these kind of shows because E3 died and, you know, the pandemic forced everyone into their living rooms. So I think that's also hurt these kind of reveals. You can't really do much epicness when you're sitting at home in front of your webcam. So they're probably just like holding their fire until like later toward the launch of the consoles to show some of the stuff off. It still annoys me though that they're not revealing, you know, the cost and release date. We should know that by now. I'm getting really tired of how they're just baiting this out as long as they can, trying to get the other guy to reveal it first. You're waiting for Demon Souls remake. Oh, well, you know what you're getting with that. You're getting a prettier Demon Souls. A Warner Brothers game show? Well, that's apparently being sold off. But, you know, Psychonauts, I'm hoping that turns out well. Psychonauts 2, I mean. I really like Psychonauts 1. I'm hoping Tim Schafer can deliver. He hasn't really impressed me much as of, ever since, really Psychonauts 1. Everything he's done since then has kind of been a disappointment, so let's hope he's back to his original self. And there's some other games that look good. Like The Medium has my interest. I like a good, game based in hell. Even if it's not Doom. Hopefully, we didn't really see any gameplay of Stalker 2, so I can't really say if that's going to be good or not. A lot of people like Stalker 1 though. I've never played it, but it'll probably make for some good Mandalore or Seth videos. Thought they'd reveal the price? No, that you will go there on release date not knowing the price. I've said that before. But there's only a few months left before these things release. How many months we got left? Like what, 3? Yeah, I'm guessing they released in November, so we got essentially 3 to 4 months left before they come out, and we still don't know the price or even the date. You're still stuck on Phantasy Star? You're a big Phantasy Star fan, Absolus? Like I said, I've never played any, so I can't really be excited for it. But like I said, I hope it's exactly what Phantasy Star fans want. Give them a good game. You're very disappointed. The very few games that kind of look okay, you should buy on PC. Yeah, that's also the kind of thing with Xbox. They're doing the right thing by releasing their games on PC as well. But it also leaves you with very little reason to buy a console for them. Am I streaming tonight? Probably not. Since I spent 2 hours streaming right now, I think I'm kind of done for the day. I gotta start working on my script for Ghost of Tsushima. So probably no stream tonight. Price is most likely $500, most likely, yeah. But there'll probably be a $400 version as well. At least with the Xbox, it seems what they're going for. Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, I just hope Microsoft gets their act together. Competition is good, and they're still just feels weak. Yeah, I finished Ghost of Tsushima last night. Yeah, they need to be like the actual competitor again, like they were with the Xbox 360. Because if they don't, Sony might end up just getting lazy. So I really wish they would get their shit together. Yeah, I finished that game last night, chat. What's my opinion on Ghost after finishing? I liked it a lot. It was a really solid game. One of the better games this year, actually, so far. Took them 8 years to get that here. Damn, that's a long localization time. Each discless version is going to be like $50 less. Yeah, 50 seems about reasonable for not having a DVD drive, or a Blu-ray player, I mean. Which is probably the version I would get of any of the consoles, since I never buy discs anymore. Digital only, boys. Far more convenient. Besides, you have to install them on your hard drive anyways when you buy them. So it just eliminates a bit of the hassle. Best thing about Jin is he didn't put his hiding spots on the map. Well, he doesn't even have a map. It's all in his head. No point in the disc. I think this will actually be the last generation that actually has a disc player in it. I think it's only been included just as a legacy thing at this point. The next generation that comes after this, the PS6, they will not have disc-based players. There'll be no point. Did Halo appear? Yeah, it looks like Halo. It's got open world elements to it, but that's really all the new stuff about it. And apparently there's a very angry Mexican guy yelling at you at the beginning. I don't know what that's all about. And he's got a grappling hook, so he's also joining the Batman singularity. Every character becomes Batman eventually if they stay in the game long enough. I don't know that character's name, so I can't really describe him, because they've only shown that he has an accent, and he's like very upset. It's a weird choice of the character, but hey. Can't wait to be unable to use your $1,000 PlayStation 6 because a guy who got killed in an embarrassing manner on the new Call of Duty got really upset and just got killed. Well, that's quite the claim. I don't think angry Call of Duty players have that much power. The grappling hook is more a just cause. It looked more like a scorpion thing. He'd use it to pull barrels to him. So Master Chief will have get over here moments. What did you miss? Not a whole lot, to be honest with you. You'll be able to see all the trailers we're seeing at your own time now on gaming websites. Hello, I guess we're done, chat. Seems like that's all the new gaming content we're gonna get for a while. Till like the next event, I guess. So, I guess we're gonna call it there. That seems like a good spot. There you go, chat. Kind of a disappointment, but hey, I'm still holding out hope they'll do it right eventually. Ugh, I'm gonna yawn a lot, because I woke up early for this, kind of. Well, that's not true. I slept in late, and it still felt sleepy. So it was lame, yeah, kind of. Take a nap. No, I actually gotta eat breakfast. I just had a banana earlier. It's already, like, much late for it. Well, chat, that's been today's stream. I won't be streaming tonight. I'm gonna start working Ghost of Tsushima script later today. So, I wish you all a great day. Or a great night for some of you, in fact. Thank you for joining me for the live stream of the Xbox game showcase, I mean. I'll see you in a day or two. We'll probably be playing Carrion or something. You guys have a great one. Later.